YouTube, and welcome to this episode of the Gunman Raw. So, we've got a respray on the cards for today. We're just going to be kicking off from the Basecoat stage. Well, it's basically a respray, everything except for the roof and like one of the sill covers, I think, on this side. But yeah, it's Friday, so I'm going to be getting this thing painted today, including all of the parts. I'll get them painted after my lunch break. So it's Friday morning kind of thing at the moment, or maybe like 11 o'clock in the morning. So I'll probably get the body painted before lunch, if not maybe clear it after lunch. I'll see how I go at the time. And yeah, do the parts after. But look, it's been a while since I've done a Gunman Raw video. I don't know, like I've been really busy moving houses, but I actually did like probably 10 Gunman Raw videos, which I still haven't even uploaded. I don't know, they kind of feel a little bit outdated, like the things that I was talking about will be a little bit outdated, but I should probably still upload them. I don't know, I'll see how I go. As it turned out, I just finished moving into my house. I was so busy doing the big move and then cleaning that house up because it was a bit of an old house, and then I ended up getting COVID, so that sort of knocked me around for a week. I pretty much made a full recovery now. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't that bad for me, but maybe I'll do like another masking video where I share my experience with COVID. But basically, like, yeah, it's a nasty disease. It's oh, it's not a disease, I think it's a virus, isn't it? Nasty virus that you don't really want, but for me, it's not the end of the world. I was vaccinated though, so I don't know. I'm not a doctor, I don't know how much worse it would have been if I wasn't, but I always had a feeling that I would have been fine. I've had worse flus, I'll be straight. I've had flus that were worse, much worse than that. But yeah, from what I can tell, the older you are, the worse it is. And obviously, like, if you're unhealthy, I think like being overweight is another big one. Like if you're overweight, COVID hits you pretty hard. But I didn't have any of like the trouble breathing like some people did. I didn't have any issues with my heart or anything like that. So, but you know, like I'm relatively young. I'm only what, 39 years old. I'm pretty fit, you know. I'm not overweight at all. I think I'm only like 72 kilograms. And I'm like 183 centimeters tall. So for that, you know, the body mass BMI, like I'm actually quite a good weight for my height. That's something that I'm proud of, because I did actually start getting a little bit overweight there at one point. So I'm proud that I said, hey, you know what, like, I'm not going to be that. I don't want to be that, and I corrected course. Because it easily could have gone the other way, you know. Yeah, this one here, like, there really wasn't that much damage on it. It was just like a little repair here, there, and everywhere, and it just turned into like basically a respray. I'd say not a complete respray, but basically. just decided just to start and stop at that quarter panel there. It's the passenger side. So what I'm going to do when I clear it, on the second coat of clear, just put a little bit of thinners over the edge to help it melt in a little bit. There's a couple of bits of dirt in there, or dust, whatever you want to call it. But it's good to be like at the point where I'm pretty much happy with where my house is at. So like I told you guys, like it was a bit of a mess and it needed a lot of work. Like it was empty for 6 months. So even just a house being empty for 6 months needs a good clean, you know, like there's a layer of dust over everything, and it also needed painting, it needed some fixing here and there, and like the yard was let go big time, you know, I had lots of yard work to do. But yes, like I'm at the point where I can go home and relax now, because for a long time I would just go home and work all the way through until 9 o'clock at night. So I think that's possibly why I got COVID, because I was so exhausted, but you don't know, who knows. Everyone else here pretty much got it too, so that's probably not really the reason. Anyway, I'll dry this down, I'll be back in a minute. Alright, so on with the second coat. All I do is wind the fluid in half a turn, but I leave the pressure the same. So 20 psi first and second coat, but wind the fluid in half a turn. And the fluid from the first coat is actually still in half a turn from full. Now that first coat took quite a while to dry. It's a bit of a humid day outside, and this is obviously waterborne base coat, so that slows it down a bit, but this coat is not as heavy, so it shouldn't take as long to dry. There was a bit of a repair inside that door jamb, so I'm just trying to get a bit of colour in there. Might just be enough. But yeah, my little setup at home's coming along. I'm waiting on my fan. My extraction fan. I ordered one and then it didn't come, so I had to, so they refunded me and then had to order another one. So what I'm going to do with that is, like, I've got a jigsaw with a metal bit in it. I'm going to cut a hole in the roof. It's like corrugated iron in the roof of the shed, and then just poke the hose out there and then do some filter. But yeah, so that'll be interesting. I don't know, like, keep an eye out on the main channel for those videos. I'll keep you updated on that. But as I say, I'm kind of at the point where I'm not in a hurry anymore. I'm just like, I've got most of it there and I can just do it all at my own pace, you know. Even the like the grass out the back of that house where I'm living now, like, it had all this dead stuff, like, man, like 3 inches worth of dead grass, because it hasn't been looked after. I had to cut all that dead shit out, but that took forever. One of my mates actually ended up coming over and helping me out. We had 2 mowers on it, and we cut it right down and just turfed all the dead shit up the back of the yard. But it's good, like, it's coming up nice and lush now. I don't know, all shit that's probably boring to you, but I've been finding it fun to, I don't know, have a yard and just spend a bit more time outside. Like last night, it was a beautiful night and I was just sitting outside drinking a cup of tea, you know, things that I probably wouldn't have been doing if I was still living in that apartment where I used to live. Gonna run out of colour soon. It's alright, I've got another backup pot there. That's about us. Time for a reload. Anyway guys, I'll be back here for the last coat in a minute. Rightio, time for our last coat, third and final. So this is when I do drop that pressure down, about 15 psi, but I still come in another half a turn on the fluid. I know some people like to walk the whole side of the car, but I don't really find it necessary. I guess I could. Let's give it a shot. Yeah, I mean, it's not that hard really, is it? I've got a full candy respray coming up, and I'll be doing it this way when I paint that one. That should be in here soon actually. A Gunman viewer, Nick. Shout out to Nick. He's got like a WRX Subaru, and we're going to do candy over flakes, so that will be very fun to do. The kind of thing that we don't get to do very often. The custom paintwork. I'm going to run out of airline there. I'll do the guard and then I'll come around and then we'll walk the side again, except for the guard. Because somebody cut this airline short and it's like just not long enough. I mean, yeah, you can sort of make it work, but as you see, like I was pretty much at the full extent around there. So sometimes you just got to go side to side a bit. I might do the polishing on the tailgate on my Corolla this weekend. I got some big 2000 grits. Those 6-inch or 150mm 2000 grits. Sand the whole tailgate down and just buff it up because there's crap all through it, like there's dust all through the tailgate that I painted at home. Because I painted it in my garage, what do you expect? But that should be fun. Anyway guys, that's about the video. I might give you guys, I'll wait till it's to dry down and then I'll give you guys a quick look over it and then we'll do a separate video for the clear coat stage. So yeah. Rightio guys, so that's it for this job. I'll give you guys a quick look over it. I'll be clearing it obviously in the next video, but it dried down nicely. It looks sort of like nice and silky. I gave the entire job a good wash down in the wash bay with the high pressure cleaner before I masked it up, so I think that's going to help the job come out nice and clean. Anyway, if you wanted to support the show, be sure to go and check out the Gunman merchandise. There is a link in the description. We've got hats, drink coolers, stubby holders. Yeah, drink coolers, stubby holders, same thing. Spray suits and all that stuff. Anyway, until next time, get out there and paint some shit. Gunman out.